Hey guys, welcome back to Watchers Wednesday podcast hosted by the Binge Watchers Council. My name is Dom, and I'm here with my best friends Joy.
Hello.
And Dawn.
Hello.
Don't forget to get your entertainment calendar and reviews on everything binge-worthy on our website at bingewatcherscouncil.com. You can also follow us on Instagram at Binge Watchers Council and Facebook by the same name. Also, stay tuned for the very end because we have a really exciting announcement to give you guys. So anyways, let's just jump right in. For TV shows, on Tuesday, March 1st, we have Worst Roommate Ever on Netflix. Have you guys started that?
Literally, it just popped up on Netflix like today, and it's got like an eye peering through a door, and I was like, it looks intriguing. I know nothing about it, except I feel like the title kind of speaks for what... I mean, it's not a quantum leap there. Worst roommate ever.
Yeah, you can assume what it is. I actually started it, and episode 1 I'd already known about because it's a true crime story that's very popular. So each episode is different. I think some episodes might be like a stalker, some's like a serial killer, some might be a roommate who's an alien on Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So yeah, that one looks pretty good.
She was a bad roommate on Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh my gosh, the worst. And then also on Netflix that came out on Tuesday was The Guardians of Justice. It's an animated series, but it sounds really good. Have you guys started that? Dawn?
I'm not going to be much help this week. I haven't turned my TV on since we got back.
Dang.
And by got back, she means we just got back from Scotland.
Yeah.
Because we're awesome travelers.
Well, I can't say the same because I turned my TV on the second I got home. But
I think I was turning mine on while we were still there.
Probably. It's an animated series, and it says, when their seemingly fearless leader self-destructs, a team of troubled superheroes must confront festering evil in the world and themselves. And it has it stars Denise Richards. I didn't know she did animated.
Like Denise Richards, like from the Wild Things, Denise Richards?
That's the one. And then it also has Derek Mears, Hal Ozen, and Andy Milonakis, which is a total throwback because back in the day there was a show called The Andy Milonakis Show on MTV, and it was so stupid, but so great. So I'm glad to see he's still alive.
Yay, Andy. Way to keep living.
So
Dawn, I just got to segue real quick. Dawn, have you been reading or anything? Like, what's
gaming?
What's
something?
Gaming?
I've been tired.
Okay.
I guess gaming. Yeah.
She's so excited.
Probably more than anything. I've been gaming.
Well, at least you're doing something. Are you eating?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a little concerned.
Yeah. I know. Should we send someone over?
Work has been very busy. And
that's true.
Then I have to run my child around places, and so yeah, mostly I've been gaming because the new patch came out for World of Warcraft, so I've been playing that.
New patch?
Well, good. I mean, I just want to make sure you're filling, your life with some entertainment somewhere, because otherwise the work thing, I'm going to have to speak to your supervisor. Oh. And for those who are listening,
are you going to write yourself a harshly worded letter?
Yes, I will put a Post-it on my laptop. Let Dawn have a break. Although I will say, and I'm getting us way off topic, but Dawn, it's hard to get work from her. Like if she's in charge of it and you want to take some off her plate, that's very difficult.
That's true. I admit that.
All right. All right, continue.
I'll do my best not to take any from her.
Good luck. Try it.
I know, right? On Thursday, March 3rd, tomorrow, we have a show called The Dropout on Hulu, and it has Amanda Seyfried, Anna Archer, and she's also a throwback because she was, I think, the wife in Fatal Attraction.
Yes.
Oh, okay. And then also in it is Naveen Andrews, who was in Lost.
Oh, yeah. He was good looking.
Yeah. And so that's a drama that chronicles this lady's attempt to revolutionize the healthcare industry after dropping out of college and starting a tech company.
Well, that sounds like
great
award season bait.
Yeah.
What's it doing coming out now?
Maybe so. I mean, Amanda Seyfried, she did the Netflix original, that one scary kind of movie or whatever. So now she's going to Hulu. So it should be pretty good. And then we have Star Trek Picard on Paramount Plus. Did I say it wrong?
Well, you put a different emphasis on the
You
word.
put the
It's
wrong
Picard.
emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Oh, wait, what is it?
It's Picard. Captain
And what did I
Jean-Luc
say?
Picard. You said Pickard.
Pickard. Oh, okay.
But that's okay.
Picard.
That's okay. She's not a Trekkie. I am
not.
a deep Trekkie. To include like all the Deep Space Nines and Explorers, and watched all of them. But Picard is without a doubt the most popular captain of the Starship Enterprise of all time. I know you're saying, what about Kirk? He went to space in real life and on the show, but
I
no.
was saying, what about Kirk?
Yeah, he is considered a fun captain, but nobody beats Picard in terms of gravitas and the Next Generation, which is the show he was on, went a lot longer. And somehow the actor who plays Jean-Luc Picard has kind of stayed looking the same for the last few decades. So they've been able to make another series with him in it. And so
which one is Picard?
He played...
he was
does
Professor
he have ears?
X
okay.
and X-Men.
But I mean, does he have ears or like gills?
No, he's just a bald man.
Human.
Oh, bald.
Yeah,
okay.
but he was in real life, he was a Shakespearean actor, and so that's why all his speeches and stuff always sound very cool whenever he says it. But now, he's retired, owns a wine villa on Earth, future Earth. But he gets pulled back into some drama.
Don't we always?
Reunited. And this should also be... this one, and what was the Cobra Kai? Cobra Kai, where they redid Karate Kid years in advance. The Sex in the City.
Oh,
Sorry. Nope. You said
No,
it right.
that was
You
correct.
said it
That
right.
was Freud.
Oh my gosh,
That was Freud.
that
Okay,
was
so the
Freud.
Sex
That was
in the
so
City
right.
That was
show
so
should
funny.
learn from this, because they keep what is good about all the characters and still bring back characters we love, and they don't make it to where you go, oh, that's how they turned out? That sucks.
Yeah.
Like Sex and the City. Whatever.
I
you
would
go
just
with.
like to say it's definitely Sex in the Shitty. So,
For my nephew William, don't repeat any of these words.
oh, no, he will not. He's an angel. So on Friday, March 4th, we have Pieces of Her coming out on Netflix, which stars Toni Collette. She was in About a Boy, The Sixth Sense, and Hereditary. So she likes crazy roles and scary
She does.
roles. And then we have David, I'm going to say this wrong, David Wenham. Oh, Wenham. Okay. Which, Faramir. Okay. See, I knew Don would get this. I should have put Don's name.
Not
right
only
there.
does Don get this, but it's weird that you're playing the role of Joy of mispronouncing names.
I know.
It's usually my gig.
I know. So that show should be pretty good. It's mother and daughter have a Saturday afternoon trip at the mall, and suddenly an explosion of violence happens, and an adrift woman's conception of her mother is forever changed. What I'm thinking is her mom kidnapped her. That's my true crime background. Her mom kidnapped her.
True crime background. I'm going to accept that, but I will check it out perhaps. I don't know. I have to be in the mood for certain intense shows, especially if they have kind of a dark twist. When I'm real busy at work, for some reason, I like either period pieces or shows about serial killers, because for some reason that calms me.
It's very soothing to my soul.
I think it's just because the life of a serial killer is very stressful. They're going to get caught any second.
Yeah,
but
so
I don't
it's
mean real ones.
Let's give
I mean
our
the
stress
fictional
to them.
ones.
I like the real ones.
I know you like the real ones. I like the fictional, like Dexter and what's the guy from You? What was his name? Joe.
Yep. Goldberg. Joe Goldberg. Or something.
Yeah.
And then also on Friday, March 4th, we have Lucy and Desi on Prime Video. Not to be confused with the show with Nicole Kidman. This is now, I think, a movie or documentary style film. And that should be really good because it's starring Lucy Arnaz, which, it's her. And then Bette Midler and Carol Burnett, which, if we have to tell you who these actors played, like, there's no point in you even watching television anymore.
Yeah, if you don't know who Bette Midler and Carol Burnett are at this point, you probably just don't ever
You're too young. Yeah. You're too young to date.
Young. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're too young to care about Lucy and Desi, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm interested in this because I didn't enjoy the other one with Nicole Kidman, and not because Nicole Kidman and Javier Bardem are not great actors and actors. It's just they look like themselves, and when you are stuck thinking, I'm watching Nicole Kidman and Javier do decent impressions, you're not really enjoying it. You got to kind of lose yourself in it. So hopefully this will be better, because Star Trek, by the way, would not have existed without Lucy Arnaz. She's the one who fought for that as a pilot.
I love her. I'm not going to lie.
And so all the Star Treks that have ever existed came from, her efforts. So, which is weird. Nobody would make that connection normally, but that just makes her all the more cooler.
It does, actually. I didn't know that about her. And I find myself a fan, so the fact that I didn't know, that's really sad, actually. But anyways, so on Sunday, March 6th, we have been waiting for this day, oh my gosh, for what, 2 years?
Outlander.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. Outlander on Stars. Oh my gosh, if you haven't read it or watched it or anything, like seriously, you need this in your life in every way you can get it.
Yes. It's one of the few shows I don't mind that they do them episodic. And what I mean by that is they give you 1 episode a week, which normally sucks. But in this case, there's like a lot to absorb each episode. So it's almost like I need to break it down a little bit.
No, I want it all right now. All of Jamie.
You want all of Jamie. That's
true.
The truth.
It's true. And, oh man, yeah. Anyways, I can't wait to see him. It's been too long. And then also on Stars, there is Shining Vale, which is starring Courtney Cox. So I was really excited to see that she's in something with her face. Let's see. That is about a family who moves to a small town into a house in which terrible atrocities have taken place. No one seems to notice except Pat, Courtney, who's convinced she's either depressed or possessed. Turns out the symptoms are exactly the same.
Oh my gosh.
I know. So you know what?
That sounds like something for you guys.
I feel like I might be possessed sometimes then.
Just again, not to get on tons of sidebars, but a quick side note about Courtney Cox. She recently posted that she is stopping all the stuff she's doing to her face.
Yeah, I read about
because
that.
when she saw the reunion, she realized how she just didn't even look like herself anymore. So she's stopping all of that.
Is she trying to take it out? Because that's what it
I don't
means.
think she's trying to take it out. She's just not, putting in any more. And to me, she's already looking a little better. She's already looking more like the Courtney we love. But just aging
that was
gracefully.
really sad. I mean, between her and Jennifer Aniston, 2 beautiful, originally beautiful women, it was competing for who looked the worst, in my opinion. But
well, hopefully, that was a good lesson to everybody. Just age gracefully.
Don't do your
face.
face.
It happens to all of us. Look at Helen Mirren. Just
cut anything on your body. Cut anything on your body but your face.
Exactly.
That's the lesson I took.
Yeah, you don't look better. You just look different. So don't do it.
Usually worse.
Definitely worse. And then we have just the Batman coming out this week in theaters, which I thought was kind of weird, but also good planning for them, so there's no competition. But are you guys going to see the Batman?
If it's streaming, I'll see it. Probably won't go to the theater, but I will say that Robert Pattinson looked fantastic on the red carpet for the premiere. That's like the best I've ever seen him look. So everyone should Google Robert Pattinson on red carpet Batman premiere, because
I really want this movie to do well for him. I just didn't like the way he looks in the movie, so I don't know. I'll see it eventually, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. If it's streaming, I'll probably see it, but I won't go to the theater for it.
Yeah. And then in the last 2 weeks, since we haven't done an episode, there's a couple movies that did come out. Uncharted with Mark Wahlberg and Tom Holland, Dog with Channing Tatum, and Cyrano with Peter Dinklage.
I love all of these people, especially the dog.
Yeah, I like the dog too. What's his name?
So again, if it's on streaming, I probably won't go to the theater for it. But if it's on streaming, I'd love to check out all of these, especially Cyrano with Peter Dinklage. I think I always love the Cyrano story anyway, and I love him as an actor. And it's a musical this time, so
I'm so excited.
All of it should be really good.
Can he sing?
I guess we'll find
I've
out.
never heard him sing, but he just seems like
why not? He seems like he can do anything except for reach the top shelf. Sorry. Okay, I had to. It was a good
looking
setup.
around like Like, did anyone hear that?
Hey, sometimes you can't even reach the top shelf.
Oh, I never can.
And I can't pronounce things right correctly today, so there's mine. Because I said Serrano, and what are you calling it? Cyrano?
Cyrano.
This is a good lesson learned here for everybody. This is an educational podcast.
Yeah, you got to pronounce it.
So I was thinking we could talk about our current binges. Are you guys binging anything right now?
You want me to go first?
Sure.
Okay, I am. I just finished The Discovery of Witches, season 3, which is, it was 3 books, and it ended beautifully. So I have 0 complaints with how this story wrapped up. You know how sometimes it's a letdown when you get to the end, but this, this is going to sound terrible because I almost never say this, but I have enjoyed the TV show more than I enjoyed the books.
Did they change? I heard a rumor, but I don't know if it's true that they changed Matthew.
No, they did not. It's the same actor.
Okay, so he stayed the same actor the whole time?
He stayed the same. Thank goodness, because that would have been really weird.
Yeah, because I heard that he was leaving after like the 2nd season or whatever, and I was hoping that wasn't the case.
It's still 3 seasons. The 2nd season is set in the Elizabethan period, so it's still my favorite just because it was both, fantasy and a period mixed together, but it ends, very sweet, romantic, all the good stuff. It's got this blue-gray tint to it all the way through. Sometimes that bothers people because they're like, is anything red in this? Yeah. Like Twilight. Is anything red in this town? But, it's really good. I also just finished the story of Boba Fett.
Oh, wait, real quick. Is that the end?
Did I call it right, though?
Wait, is that the end of the series? Or is it just not finished being written?
No, that's the end.
Oh, wow.
She wrote 3 books. It was a trilogy, and then 3 seasons, so it's all in. And this is why I gave you my 3 books, because I was done.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
Don't give them back. Okay, so I finished. Did I say it right? Story of Boba Fett, or is it the chapter of Boba Fett?
I just call it Boba Fett.
All right, so I finished Boba Fett, and as we all know, Mandalorian and Boba Fett, these are basically westerns set in space, which is why my father loves them.
Does he? Really good. That's so weird.
I thought this was going to focus just on Boba Fett. It does bring back in the Mandalorian storyline. Oh. So, it does pick that up and bring that back in with a very, very nice result. So, I did enjoy it. And what was weird is during all the Star Wars movies you see, Boba Fett never talks. But now he's like talking like crazy, taking off his helmet.
He's had enough.
Yeah, they show in the very first season, because as we all know, in Return of the Jedi, he falls into that sand pit with teeth, which has a name, but I forget. Thank you. I knew you'd know the name. Yeah. Say it again.
God bless Donnie.
The Sarlacc pit.
The Sarlacc pit. So it starts off showing how he survived that. And so I guess, that he just had to come to Jesus during that time and was like, all this quiet killer stuff I've been doing, screw that. I'm doing a new thing. And so, it kind of shows how all that comes to be. So they're building the Mandalorian universe, which I love it because I hope this series goes on for a long time.
Are you reading anything?
I am. Well, I just ordered it's a pre-order book, but it's kind of like, I forget the name of it all of a sudden, but it's Gossip Girl meets The Gilded Age. So it's basically like a big scandal that happens right at the turn of the century.
Like Bridgerton almost.
Yes, kind of like Bridgerton, but Bridgerton, of course, was set in, a little earlier than the 1900s. This is the age of revolutionary, they're bringing industrial revolution. Here comes the light bulb, and here comes railroads and stuff like that. But society is still very important. I also started Miss Maisel, which, again, I don't know why they've released 4 episodes, and now they're going to do 1 a week. They didn't put it in a binge format the way they were doing it. They're still really fast talking, and sometimes that can get it. For some reason, this time it's sort of annoying me, but. It's still she's moving forward with her life and her comedy career, and that part's still interesting.
I still I haven't seen that yet, and I was saving it to watch with my mom because I was like, oh, she's gonna love this. And then I talked to her about it, and she's already watched it. Oh, and I was saving it. Well, this was like 2 seasons ago, but still.
Because Jesse does that to me sometimes. I'll save a show for him, and he's like, yeah, I caught that on the plane. But last but not least on mine, and I'll cut it off and let you guys talk. Will Smith won at the SAG Awards for Best Actor.
You called it.
This is twice in a row now, so this puts him in excellent position to win at the Oscars in March, which is this month. And again, I never watched the awards show. I just watched the red carpet, and then I look up who won the next day.
Do you know when this month the Oscars are?
It's usually mid-month, so like like around the 13th time frame. I don't know, whatever Sunday night is, mid-month.
Okay.
But I can confirm that. But yes, as always, the fashion's great. And for those of you who don't look at the Binge Watchers Council Instagram, Dominique posted some great red carpet stuff from the SAG Awards. So that was a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah. Some of them looked really... Oh, my God. Lady Gaga has never looked better. I don't know if this acting thing she's doing lately has really just kicked her into the glam world. But, I mean, she's fabulous.
Yeah, well, I think she always knew how to use fashion to her advantage. It's just now she's going for a different advantage. Before was the whole music scene, which she just went completely outrageous. But now it's the elegant Oscar scene. Yeah. And she just knows what
now it's doing. All you peasants are beneath me. That's what she's going for.
Exactly. All right, so that's mine.
Yeah, Donnie, what you got? Other than not turning the TV on.
While I was at Joy's house waiting on my luggage, I binged a lot of Parks and Rec.
That's always fun.
Great. Had you watched that before, or was I forcing you to watch it?
You've never seen it? Oh my gosh, I love it.
I had seen the first season, but that was it.
I
think I actually got up to almost season 4.
That's funny.
By the time
I was in bed and I hear her bust out laughing.
Yeah, I stayed up till 1 in the morning watching
After being trapped in the Dallas area for 3 days, you needed a laugh.
I did. I needed to laugh, and I did. I laughed a lot. So
well, you should finish it because it's good all the way through.
I am. Okay. But like I said, the World of Warcraft the new patch came out on the 22nd of February, and
explain patch.
Yeah, I was about to say explain
a patch.
Every couple of years they do a new expansion.
Oh, expansion.
And in each expansion, there are patches that further the storyline.
So another expansion. An expansion of an expansion.
Patch. This was a patch of the already existing expansion. So we are at the end of this expansion, which is the Shadowlands. We're at the end of it now.
An expansion of the expansion?
It's not.
Because a patch sounds like it's fixing it.
Well, it does fix some issues. It does fix some issues. But they call them patches.
I'll never
But anyway, so it just came out, and we're going to, fight the jailer and win, and woohoo. So.
All right.
Fun.
Yeah. And then everybody's guessing that the next expansion is going to be the Dragon Isles, is what everybody's thinking.
I like that one. Is that where you have a guild?
Most games have guilds, yes.
Okay, great. Thank you for that. So the answer would have... So yes would have been fine.
Yes.
Yes would have been fine. Cool.
I'm also reading the new Dean Koontz book, Quicksilver.
Oh.
I'm about halfway through it.
I didn't know you could read. Just kidding. Quoting Harry Potter. Sorry.
Yes. So I'm reading Quicksilver. I'm about halfway through it. It's very interesting, which most all of his books are. I've pretty much read every book he's ever written. So, but this one's good. So I'm halfway through that right now, and that's pretty much it. Like I said, I haven't even turned the TV.
Well, I'm excited for you to turn it on.
That's your prerogative, but man.
It sounds very quiet. I don't understand a quiet life like that.
Well, normally I'm at my computer gaming. I have headphones on, so I'm listening to gaming music and people talking and
true.
So
yeah, I do that with my guild as well. So what I'm currently binging. So I am watching Worst Roommate Ever. Like I said, at the first episode, I was already like. I already know the story. I'm a pro. So, but the other episodes so far I haven't seen yet. And I'm also watching Love is Blind Season 2 came out. And, well, it came out a couple weeks ago. But this Friday is the season finale, the finale show. So we see if they actually stayed together. So, if you like trash TV, that's for you. And it is for me. And then I'm also reading House of Sky and Breath, which is Crescent City Book 2 that just came out recently. And I just love the story so much because it's a world where everything is real. Every creature and scary thing and everything is real. All in the same world. Demons, angels, witches, mermaids, like everything's in the same story. So I like that part. And then I think I'm going to start checking out some of the live shows coming. I saw that the singer Her, it has a tour coming near me, and I might check that out. And then Joy, you mentioned Kevin Hart is coming here, so I really think I'm going to try and get tickets to that too. But I'm just happy that things are starting to open back up again.
For real.
Like, I need entertainment in my life. The TV
in
is
fact,
not enough.
for those of you who are traveling overseas, they will still make you take a test, COVID test, but nobody looks at it anymore.
Nope.
Yeah, so it's up to you. Are you willing to risk not having one?
And we should have. We should have just stayed in Scotland. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I would not have minded catching COVID in a foreign country.
We should have got closer to that guy in front of us.
We should have kissed somebody.
Yeah, he clearly had it.
Oh, that guy. Yeah. And
we
then
all took a step back as though we're not horrible people.
Oh, we took 3 giant steps back. As soon as you're like, I have body aches, we're like, ooh.
And fever. It was like, oh, no.
Yeah. He was like, what can I take? She's like, Tylenol?
Yep.
Like, what did you want her to do for you? You should have called. That's what he should have done.
Yeah.
But, then we have...
You should take a cab home. That's
the casting call. What?
Okay.
You have a couple?
Okay, yes, I have more than a couple. So just a quick for our listeners, what casting call is not all the casting that ever is. It's like casting that are in roles we're all familiar with to see if they casted it right. Is casted it a word? No, casted it right. All right, and so I knew it was wrong the second it was out of my mouth, but I can't grab it back. So just to mention a couple that you guys might be aware of, Harry Potter, Daniel Radcliffe as Weird Al Yankovic. What do we think about that?
Why?
Why are they even doing a story about him? I mean, he's not dead.
That's the bigger question to me. It was like, was there a burning desire to know about Weird Al's life in a way that we don't know?
He's not dead. Why would you do a movie about him? He's not dead.
And why him anyways?
He must be playing him in a certain time period within another. You know, it can't be just
like maybe when he got
him.
really big and famous or something.
Well, like he's a walk-on character in the middle of, how like if they were doing a movie about the Beatles, he might talk to Elton John at some point, and someone has to play Elton John. So I'm like, is this like really about Michael Jackson when Beat It was really big, and then Weird Al made a parody of it? I
just don't get it. I don't even know if I need a whole movie.
He's kind of tall and gangly, and Daniel Radcliffe is not.
Nope.
Tall. But okay, but I have more.
Can he not reach the top shelf either?
No. Him and Dinklage should,
But the curls add like an inch or two at least.
They do. Let's support Harry Potter as best we can.
That awful wig. There's something going for him. Okay, sorry.
Okay, so I have a bunch more. So that's why I keep wanting to go. Gal Gadot, who's played Wonder Woman, as the wicked stepmother in the not a live action, but another version of Snow White. And
who's playing Snow White?
She just had the lead in West Side Story.
Her.
I'm forgetting her name at the moment.
Yeah.
But she, someone can Google that.
Aren't they the same age?
No.
I would think Gal Gadot is
close.
a little
They're
young to
very
start playing.
close.
Well, the evil queen in Snow White was beautiful, and she wasn't old. She was beautiful in herself.
Beautiful, yes. Same age as your stepdaughter. I did not recall that in the story.
We're going to say that Dad married a young woman, and they have some issues.
All right.
I also don't know what period it's set in. I don't know if this is like a modern version of it, or what. So maybe that makes a little more sense to me if this was like a modern version of Snow White in some way.
Well, also, we haven't remade all the Disney movies yet. Why do we keep remaking this one? Is it because Kristen Stewart and the director? Like, are we just trying to forget about that?
Yeah, probably. I try to
forget about it.
Kristen Stewart. Except in Charlie's Angels, she did great.
She did.
So here's a fun one.
Ooh, yeah.
Johnny Depp.
Love it already.
See, you're already excited. Playing King Louis the 15th.
Was he drunk?
And that is,
was that king drunk?
No, that was the king who Leonardo DiCaprio played in The Man Behind the Iron Mask, or was that 14th? But it's it's near that time period where they wear the big wigs and the fancy brocade jacket. Yeah. I think Johnny Depp will do amazing.
I actually do too. He's good, and he's going to look so good in that wig.
Yes, he will, and with the brocade. He will look fantastic in that brocade. People will start changing how they dress because of that. Jenny Ortega, who played, most recently, she was in the show You, where she played the little sister.
Oh, yes.
Okay, good. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Of Delilah. I remember Delilah's name because she never got her flaming hot Cheetos. She played her little sister, but she was also in Jane the Virgin, playing the young version of Jane.
What?
I think I said version, but I also said virgin. So, Jenny Ortega. So she is going to play a teenage version of Wednesday from the Addams Family, and it's being directed by Tim Burton. So
that's going to be so good. Yeah, oh my gosh! And I wonder if they're going to bring in Christina Ricci. Sorry.
No, I just know that I don't know who else is playing it, but they're making the kids older than what they are in the original Addams Family. She's talked about a lot about what Wednesday kind of becomes as time goes on. Does she say that?
I love it. She does. She definitely does.
Okay. And then last but not least, and I might mess up this first name, but Taraji Henson.
Yeah, Taraji P. Henson.
Okay, Taraji.
Don't forget the P.
Mm-hmm. Okay, she is going to be in the movie musical version of The Color Purple. So they've had a stage musical version for a while now. Just like they're bringing Wicked to movies, they're bringing The Color Purple, but a musical version, and she is in it. I would imagine she's playing Whoopi Goldberg's character because that's the biggest character, but. You never know.
She definitely will be playing a major role. I mean, she's great. She's going for an award. That's what I'm thinking.
Yes, and she's super talented and probably earned one when she was Cookie from Empire. Yeah, she was fantastic. So that's the casting call this week. Everyone feel free to email us on our website and tell us your opinion about any of those.
Well, yeah. Because I'm still on this Taraji P. Henson Color Purple. I will see it. I will definitely see that.
And I will too. One of my favorite movies. Makes me cry every time, even though I know what's going to happen.
Dawn, are you going to watch it?
Probably.
Okay, thank you. With your guild?
I feel like Dawn needs an intervention. Someone get over to her house and force her to turn on Netflix.
As soon as when I get bored of this patch, which is probably going to be pretty quick. Then
yeah, they do get boring so quickly. Mm-hmm. And then we have our exciting announcement, which, Joy, do you want to do the honors?
No, I'd like you to do
Great.
the honors.
Okay, I will. So since we love binging everything, shows, movies, books, food. Yeah, cake, we decided to start sharing our love of binge traveling because we always talk about all these trips we're taking. And we're just really excited to share it with you. So we want you to know that just because you are creating an empire like we are, it doesn't mean that you can't fit in short binge-worthy trips. So we will be sharing that with you. We have a Facebook page called Girls Binge Travel. And we're just excited to share everything and see what you have to share with us too. Sorry, I lost my place. If you only have 1 to 4 days of travel, or you can only take 1 day or 2 days off, that's fine because we're so busy. That's really all that we can take off too. So during a busy schedule, we're just showing you how you can still live your best life.
Exactly. It's even though we always have only like a couple of days to fit in these things, we get some amazing things done. And, we just want to start sharing, like, how do we do that? And like what I said again a minute ago about you have to take a COVID test, but nobody looks at it. It might be helpful for you to hear, how do you even coordinate the COVID test when you're going overseas or something like that? So sometimes it'll be helpful hints. Sometimes it'll be, look, I'm eating. Here's my.
Look at my food.
I sent you guys like a picture of my pasta.
You did. It was so good.
It was really good. Truffle oil just makes everything better.
Yeah, and I'm always tired of people giving the excuses like, oh, what about jet lag? Or, oh, I'm too tired. Or, oh, I don't have enough time. I'm like, if we have time, I promise you have time. You just don't have priorities straight. That's what it is. So we give all the tips on how to do that.
Yeah, it takes planning and it takes a little hustling, but, it gets done. And I've never regretted it. That's been the one thing that never has buyer's remorse of any kind. Even when you get stuck in Dallas. I
can't find the group on Facebook.
Okay, well, it's a... Oh my God, could you relax?
I'm already looking it up. I didn't even know we were doing this. I'm like...
Oh my gosh, like
I'm
this...
excited.
So the big announcement was for Dawn.
Yeah, I had no idea.
This page isn't even made yet. No, actually, no, I did make it, but it's not finalized yet. But it is Girls Binge Travel.
Okay,
so
I'll wait till you tell me, and then I'll.
Please, I know we don't even have a picture. Like, come on, this episode isn't even aired yet.
Yeah, I think one of the things I'm anxious to see on it is everybody's go-to travel pose. I feel like everyone has a travel pose. They always do. William does the thing where he throws up both his hands in the middle of the street. I've tried that. It just doesn't look as good on me. I like the coffee looking out the window picture.
I love that.
If I'm with my husband, I'll kiss my husband. But everyone's got one. Dom, what's your go-to one?
I have two. So one is with one arm in the air, and then the other one is I always, for some reason, take pictures of myself eating or drinking something.
I love those though.
I do too because I get to eat or drink.
And Dawn, you kind of. You like
I
to
have
sit.
One.
Yeah, you do. You sit near a body of water.
Do I?
You do now.
I have taken a picture of you at Loch Lomond and at the Venice. What do we call that? The canal that surrounds the city.
So I can't help but take a picture near the water because
that's right.
You took a picture at I think
because we put you on an island and we take photos.
Exactly.
When we were at the beach in LA and Miami.
Yeah, that's right. Because at Sunset Beach, Venice Beach. Not to be confused with Venice, Italy, which we've already been to. Look, see how
and sometimes we even take pictures when we buy matching shirts on accident.
Yes.
Didn't we take a picture of her when she was near the Statue of Liberty? Near the water.
Yeah. By water. Weren't we gonna start doing that thing where we take pictures of her by herself and just always make it look like she's looking for friends?
There's Dawn with all her friends.
Oh my gosh.
She's going to go talk with her friends. These are her best friends.
But now I feel like we've got to explain this because Ricky Gervais does this to his girlfriend all the time. He takes pictures of her and then we'll post them on Instagram as though she has no friends and she's always alone. So we had started doing that to Dawn, but Dawn's got two very good friends and then a whole bunch of people that we don't acknowledge.
Right. We're the ones taking the picture.
Also in her life. She's got more friends than I do, definitely.
Dawn, she has a whole guild. Did we not talk about this already?
She's got guilds. She's got siblings and cousins all over the place. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
think I just have the one sibling.
I got you two and two brothers and Jesse.
Well, here's what I know: they're not me, so I don't like them.
No, okay.
So no new friends.
No new friends.
So, yeah, definitely check out our Facebook page, Girls Binge Travel, whenever it does get created, probably when this goes live. It will be there for you to search. But that's all. Anything else, guys?
Nothing for me. Just going to keep working through Foundation. That's a tough one, by the way, that you can't do anything else when you watch that one,
No,
Dawn.
You have to just watch it.
I haven't even started.
Oh, and I did start My Hero Academia.
Oh.
Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Academia? Okay.
I always say Academia, but I know I'm wrong.
Yeah, because Fandom Fit, that is their theme for next month. So I've started it, and it's a lot of fun. Good stuff. I've already picked my next cosplay because of it.
I just like that they're superheroes and have quirks, because that's what I want to be when I grow up.
Yeah.
So, I get it.
You literally just summed it up. That's what it is.
I Googled. But, well, earlier. But yeah, so I'm excited for next week and some of the movies and shows we're going to be catching up on.
Very excited.
Hopefully.
Hopefully
Yes,
Dawn
Dawn.
turns her TV on. That's all I'm hoping for.
William, if you're listening, make your mother watch something and then go to bed at a
anything
reasonable
at
time.
this point. Anything. Sex in the Shitty would be better than nothing. Thanks.
The good stuff.
Thanks.
Right.
That was my mic drop. Leave the room. We're done now. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.